Go eat a banana or something. What's up, guys? So that was a win. That was a convincing win. I mean, who's that again?
Kakanyemi.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna tweet that right afterwards, but I figured we have a podcast to record, and I have to drop. Like, I don't have to say like motherfucker like 17 times in the first 2 minutes if we're a Leaf Homer podcast, or is that just Raptors podcast?
Oh no! I think that's a happy hour specific thing. They have
that's my bad. But what a game that was! I mean, they started off slow, which was expected. But you know what? We'll get into the reactions. But again, game 4, 4-0 win. The Leafs are up now, 3-1. Jack Campbell puts up a shutout. You know what? Let's go right off the bat. We'll go with the guy whose tongue is dying from a spicy noodle challenge. He can't speak, so I'm gonna put him on the spot. Immediate reaction to that game. What stood out right away?
It feels like my eyeballs are like beating behind my eyes. I'm out of it. But what a game. It was so comfortable. This is the first time in so long. We went into that third period up 3-0. I was not worried in the slightest. My brother was like, you want to do the spicy noodle challenge? I'm like, dude, whatever. This game is over. Like, no fear in the world. The Habs cannot score on our team. They are frauds. So many good players today. I just want to give a quick shout out to Alex Galchenyuk. That dude was unreal.
No. You refer to him by his only name.
Refer to him as the real Galley. Unreal today, man. Like, both of those passes, like the between the legs, through the legs behind himself to Willie, and then the sauce to Spezza. Absolutely unreal, man. He was so good today. Deserved that empty net goal too. I'm just buzzing for him because that meant something extra to him.
Oh yeah.
These guys gave up on him, and I'm sure that felt so good. So, I'm sure we'll get into 3 stars and stuff a bunch throughout the video, but he was awesome today. I just wanted to give him a special shout out. Also, Jumbo, I still don't think you should be in the lineup, but nice goals.
Yeah, I was just like, oh shit, I gotta disappear with my fucking Jumbo takes for a little bit.
The second he scored, I'm like, yep, yeah, I'm gonna talk shit. I mean, I don't disagree with the sentiment. He probably shouldn't be in the lineup, but
be in the lineup. It was actually funny. Like 5 minutes before that, he was dragging. Like, the dude was just dragging, and I was just like he's a legend. Cool. I get it. You can't, but like, it's dude, like the ghost of Father Time playing, and it's like his beard is the only one that exists in this plane, and that's why he's moving so slowly. And it's just like, I don't know, man. But honestly, though, like, what I thought was interesting was the first period. I thought Nylander was actually playing a weak game.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't look good. Like, he looked almost like those bag people.
He looked disengaged.
Yeah, like they like to refer to him as. And I chalked the whole team's kind of funk up to that back-to-back, that first period after a back-to-back. They seemed a little spent, and which is why I don't understand why we have back-to-backs in the playoffs at all. But
because the Canucks have to finish their season.
Minutes in. Nylander just scores, and I'm like, of course he does, because Nylander, that's all he does. He performs in the playoffs.
Someone still had the audacity to say when the time matters, he won't show up. I just replied to it. I'm like, it's the Stanley Cup playoffs. What matters more? What's a bigger stage in the Stanley Cup? He has 4 goals in 4 games and a 4-game goal streak. What more could you ask for?
And he's been solid defensively. It's not like he's like that side of Twitter. Their whole thing is like he doesn't back check.
No. Credit where credit's due. Even Baghead was like, you know what? I tried to tell you guys Nylander was good. It was the people in his comments like, no. Wait till you see him when the time matters most. Motherfucker, it's the Stanley Cup playoffs. This matters right now. We haven't won a first-round series in 17 years. This matters. Every goal right now matters.
wait, hold up. Are we not a little concerned for Baghead? Like, is he kidnapped or something?
I think this is my serious, like, 100% honest take. I think Baghead is a Habs fan. I think he's loving this. I think he wants the Habs to be in as much turmoil as possible so he can get, like, Bergevin fired. And so he's just like, he's loving this. He's loving all of the hate all over Twitter. I don't think for a second he cares about the Leafs. I don't think he cares about this current Habs team. I think he's just out there to cause mayhem, and he's really, really good at it.
He is fantastic.
So he's like the best. Like, credit where his credit is due. He is the best troll on Twitter, in my opinion. Like, second to none, right? And the funny thing is, like, the guys that, like, are in his comments think they owe something to him and that he'll have their back. He doesn't give a shit about those guys. Like, he is just trying.
It's very Trump-esque, right? He just
100%. He just wants fans. He just wants attention all the time, right? So when he put that out, they're like, no, it could never be. And then the reality is, like, he doesn't care. I don't think, like, he's given credit to a bunch of guys. He gave credit to I don't remember who it was, but, like, when Galchenyuk came in and was playing, he gave him quite a lot of credit. Like, I feel like he just wants to create chaos, and he's really good at it. But the point I was trying to make is Nylander was so engaged, and has been so engaged, all 4 games aside from that first period today.
Yeah,
all 4 games engaged on both ends of the ice. He is back checking, and you know that thing that we always talk about, how, like, Nylander doesn't look like he's trying because he's just so effortless out there.
Yeah.
Like, Mitch, on the other hand, has his back hunch. He's skating so hard. There's a couple times tonight where Willie had his back hunch and he was flying back defensively, right? So you can't ask for more from this guy. Anybody that wants more or expects more is looking for reasons to complain.
I think he's finally gotten the message that Keefe has been trying to instill into him. Like, he has finally understood, like, I'm a good player. I can be a little bit better if I just show or look like I'm putting in effort. And this playoff series, right now, he's number 2 for my Conn Smythe vote if we go all the way.
Yeah.
Number 1 is the man with the 965 save percentage. I did right as the game ended, I did the math. 965 save percentage in a Stanley Cup playoff series.
Listen, he just doesn't want to let down the boys. Like, he's like, I still want to. Like,
if I had a friend like Jack Campbell, I swear to God, I'd be happy for the rest of my life.
I don't know. Like,
you know what the first thing he ever does is?
Yeah.
It could be like a shot with no screen at all. He'll save it, and for no reason whatsoever, closest defenseman, hey, thanks, man. For what?
As long as you're within 17 kilometers of him, he'll tap.
Watch. I know his post-game presser is going to be, yeah, the guys played in front of me tonight. Like, I think I should have been more stable for them. No, you got a shot. You let 1 goal in 48 hours. Shut up. No, my bad, not 48, 24 hours. You let 1 goal in. No, be selfish. Say that you were the reason we won, because you are.
It's crazy that there was still fucking talk.
Yeah.
About who should start today, and I was just like, there's no. I'm like, you have to ride or die with.
Yeah.
You have to. There's to be honest, to me, this from the beginning of the playoffs, like at the very beginning, the only way I thought Freddie could get in was if he shat the bed game 1 and 2. That was literally the only combination. Even if he had 1 game in there that was good, I'm like, that's it for the rest of the playoffs. It's Campbell's net, right?
Yeah.
Like, he had to shit the bed, like get just shelled like 5-3, and then shelled again 6, and then like, okay, you have to go the other way. But this is it. It's his net. He can throw up 3 shitty games and it's still his net.
Yep.
This is his net now.
100%.
100%. And I want to give Keefe a shout out, and we'll use this to transition into bringing Jihad in, because Keefe made some decisions today that could have gone really, really poorly, but he trusted his guys, and I think that was huge. He trusted Campbell to put him in there on a back-to-back. He trusted Dermott to go in there and play a top 6 role, and he didn't look out of place. So, speaking of that, we're going to bring in number 1 Travis Dermott.
One more thing I got to say. The Leafs won the Kadri deal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll get to that. I want to talk about Kerfoot in a little bit too, but
why is he playing like John Tavares right now? I don't get it. JT went down, and Kerfoot has become the new JT. That man is everywhere, doing all the little dirty shit too that pisses Habs fans off. I love it. This is incredible.
He's been unreal.
He
All right,
is.
so I'm gonna bring our boy Jihad in.